Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to store multiple values using the R language with Visual Studios. I already have Visual Studios open. I'm gonna go ahead and click create new project. Select R right here, select R right here, which is already selected. And the name I'm gonna do storing multiple score values, right? Location, I'm going to change that since I already have some designated folders here, right there. Select folder, everything else looks good. Leave it as default, check mark here and here. Okay, and just wait. Depending on your computer, it depends how long it's going to take. Alright, my thing is open now. Here is my code editor, and here's my console. If I move up, oops, let's see what's happening here. Let's give it a couple some minutes. Alright, sorry about that. A little technical issues here. Okay, so let's see. So right here, let's move this up, see what's going on here. There it goes. Here it's just like any new project you open, you create, this pops up. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this side, the R interactive window, and I'm gonna start my code here. Now, the R program language is designated to handle sets of data using variables like vectors that can contain multiple values. Uh, each value in the vector has their own elements. So, for example, let's go ahead and create this variable we'll call it alphabet. Okay, and let's assign that variable to this vector. Now this C here vector is actually a built-in combined function. So it's part of the R language, and we use it to assign a variable values to a variable, and it will pretty much any value you put in here, and if you can, as long as you separate with commas, it'll be assigned. So for example, the variable alphabet, I'm gonna have it assigned, or it's gonna contain a vector with the following information, with the word alpha, Bravo, Charlie. So right now it's saying that this variable alphabet has these three strings, or these three elements. Okay, I press enter, So if we go here to a variable explore, you'll see the variable alpha or a vector alpha with these three variables. This done here says column 1 and there's 3 rows. Okay, I'm sorry, there's one column, 1 row with 3 columns. 1 row, 3 columns. Okay, all right. So if I do print the variable alpha, and here's a little pop-up. This one of the benefits of using Microsoft Visual Studios. If I double click there, just press enter, see, and it displays these 3 variables. Okay, all right. Let's see. All right, let's see now. So we can also have a print or display a specific value containing only one element. In other words, when I say element again, I mean this little thing. These are elements. Okay, one vector is the vector, and this one has 3 elements. Each element is known as alpha, bravo, and charlie. So let's try this. So we're gonna output a string, and the value containing one element. So we're gonna display print paste. So it's just we're gonna go ahead and print, but instead we're gonna also add little something to it. Actually, no. Let's see. Maybe I'm going a little too fast here. Let's try. To okay. Missing. Oh, sorry about that. Lowercase p. So sometimes I get used to. There it goes. So if I want to print the second element, I can also say print alpha, the vector alpha, and here with bracket, number 2 means the second element. So just to make things a little more interesting, we can also say, let's print the following statement. Let's go and paste first this statement, paste, second element, column of space, and then we add the variable alpha, bet, and we're going to do the second element. See, also it prints out the second element, bravo. Okay, let's see. We can also assign another value in the vector, and then display the let's see. Okay, I'm gonna assign one more. Oh, yeah, let's do this in order. So I can also add an extra element there. So let's go ahead and do that first. So I'm going to do in the variable alphabet, double click here, go ahead and this had a fifth variable. Fifth actually, sorry about that. I skipped something. I want to show you guys first before I do that one. If I want to display, like I would like to know how many elements are there. I know there's three, but what happened? We didn't know how many there were. We can also say use this command, the length command or function. Actually, yeah, the length function. So we can say, for example, the length of alpha, oh, length, okay, alpha back, okay, and it tells me it's 3. So when you write so the command, the function or the command length and plus the vector or the variable, it will give you the numbers of elements the word it has. Okay, so we can, let's see, we can say now, okay, now we can, how about we want to assign another, you know, variable there. We can say, well, we can say uh, and the vector alphabet, I want you to add in the fourth column. Actually, you know what? It's a little interesting. On the fifth spot, there's assign the following echo. Okay, so that's gonna assign. So now here, let's see, open this. See, I have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and A, and that goes the fifth one because I said that one in the fifth spot. Now notice that because I skipped one spot, as a default, they put NA, like there's nothing in there, or no data, no information. Okay, all right. So let's close that. So if I, let's see, let me move I'm gonna move the up arrow a couple of times. There it goes. No, that one, because that's the same command I did in the right here. So instead of try and typing the whole thing, I just hit the up arrow and up here. So if I press enter, see, it reads all four of them, with the fourth element being NA. Okay, can do that. We can also say, let's see, we can print the length, and just to make it a little interested, let's add the following. Okay, so let's print the length, but just to make it a little interested, let's add a little text in there. Let's see, we're gonna do, let's print the following text. Vector length is space there. Notice that quotation is used only on what the string that you want to display. No quotations on the variables. And then we can say the length of the vector alphabet. There you go. And so there's 5 of them. Okay. Let's see. Uh, well, let me show you guys this other function. I mean, I mentioned this before, but just to learn more. This is function that is the return of the return will be like a true or false answer or statement. So I'll output the data type. It's gonna be a data type test. So for example, if you want to know what type of data is this, uh, so I can oh actually sorry, but let me reword this. The following function I'm gonna use, which is dot vector, is gonna it's pretty much asking, is this thing a vector? Yes or no? Or in our case, is the variable a vector? So I'm gonna do the following as vector. Oops, let me try that. There it goes. Double click here. Okay, so this function is it says is this vector, this the alphabet vector, and it comes out true, which it is. Okay, so it's just something I just wanted to add for you guys to know. Let's see what else. Well, if you guys want to, for example, copy this down to your script, you can highlight and select copy code. And then right click right here. You can say paste, and the paste is just right there. So I can actually, let me save this first. I can go ahead and run this. And this part of the code should run. Let's see. So it's right here. It's displaying this line right here. Let's see, I have an error message. Could not find function print. Oh, tab below us. Let me stop that. Sorry about that. Huh, forgot. I messed up in the beginning. Okay. We save it just to keep it safe. Hit play right here. There it goes. So the first line assigns the variable this vector. The second line displays or print the vector, which is right here, Alpha Bravo Charlie. The third line displays the second element of the vector, which is Bravo. Okay, and that's one way you can, if you want to copy from here to here your codes. Okay, all right. I'm gonna also show you guys in this video how to assign this, little mix different types of data all together. Okay, so this, go ahead and clear. I'm gonna clear this. Actually, let me start a new. Yeah, let me start a new project. And on this project, I'm gonna show you guys a little more. Let's get a little more into the storing data types, and we're gonna do a little mix around here. Let's see. We'll create new project. R. Change the name. This one I'm gonna call it story. mixed type. Just wait. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hit here, clear this. Keep it nice and clear. We don't need that information. Let me start with let me start by creating a list. So before we the previous problem, Ashura has created a vector, or not vector, pretty much a list of data. And this one I'm going to show you to create a list that contains multiple values. Okay, so let's call this sales, the variable, and we're going to assign instead of doing the vector command, this one, which you can only store one item at a time or one element at a time, I'm going to do this command list, and I'll show you guys. You guys will see how this comes out. Let's make it January 1500. So this is going to be a list of sales. Okay. Equals I put 1300, and notice I always put a comma in between to separate them. Press enter. Okay, so if I go to my variable here, open this, let's see. Let me do capital J. Oh, alright, see this, January. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh, here it goes. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so as you guys can see, I made a list, or this variable or this vector has stored a list of names and numbers, or strings and numbers. Okay, alright, so now with that we can combine this list with some additional um, things. Let's see, we can go ahead and add one more. If we want to add something to a list, we'll do sales, assign, and the vector sales. Oops, I forgot. Saved it with a capital S. I named it with a capital S. So I'm gonna add April sales. April sales. So we'll make that 1800. And let's see. See, that added another element right there in your list and another list. So this one says um, and the variable sales, go ahead and assign, make a list and assign this information in there, this list, which does the first three. And then here I'm saying in the variable cell, go ahead and pretty much add in this list the April equals 1800. Okay. And if you want to display that, you do the following: print on list sales, and there goes my list. Okay, so that's how you can create a list or a table in this case. Okay, now if I want to assign the list value only to a vector variable, you would do the following. So this is to monthly monthly dot sales. List. To watch those copies. Okay, so I'm gonna assign this list of the values in this list to a vector variable. Okay, and I'm assigning it to this vector. I just make it lowercase s. Yeah, sorry about that. I meant to all these the variable to be a lowercase, but I messed it up. But alright, so this presenter here. Alright, so now I created a vector. So here this variable sales, I created here a list. However, here monthly.sales now became a variable. And let's look at here. Okay, see, there it goes. All right, now we can do that. And with this information, we can also assign we can calculate the total of what's inside that vector. Okay, so we can say the sum. Yeah, that's to add. There goes. Sum returns the sum of all values presented in its argument. So we can say the sum of like the monthly sales right here. Double click here. Okay, 7. So if I add these up, it should give me 7,000. Okay, all right. We can below. We can also find the mean of monthly Spell monthly, monthly.sales. Okay. And that's the mean or the average. All right. Let's see what else can I. I'm checking my list right here of things to do. Okay, the average of the list. Uh, well, I can show you also if I want to know if sales wasn't actually, you know how before we had this command was the is.vector. I'll give you a test if the variable that you assign is a vector, yes or no. Do we also have the is.list? That will this will check if this variable is a list, and it's true, which it is. So this type of a function is helpful whenever you want to find more information about when they give you when people are typing in their some sort of a information to the computer and you want to know what type of you know data is, if it's a list or a vector, to help you decide what type of variable you want to save it into or assign to it. This is mostly useful whenever you want to try to save memory space or speed, because saving vectors and saving a list depends on the variable you use. It helps you decide which variable to use, and also helps you decide uh, the best choice of variables uh, on with the given data. You don't want it. They give you a list and you save in the vector. You don't want to do that because otherwise the computer's gonna either give you an error message or be just too slow to to make that work. Okay. All right. I hope you like this video. Please comment below, subscribe, and hit like or don't like. And thank you. Bye.